Alright, what's going on, guys? Chili Games, thank you for joining this video. And before we get started with this, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to guess at what I can title this video. But before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to every single one of you that still watch my videos. It has been super busy at work, at my part-time job, and with school. I've had to take on an extra shift the past 3 weeks because one of our people were out. So that has left me playing on average maybe 5 games a night, and I love to play the game. I do, but and I know a lot of people are waiting for the top 5 plays. Trust me, I have the clips. I just need a morning before work to get them together and to put it out for you guys. But it's on my radar. I have not forgotten about it. Just trying to get through this never-ending, seamless, I don't even know what to call of school. Just school. Going back down to only 4 shifts next week from a part-time job, so hopefully this sometime will open up. Anyways, this game, oh my god. You see, you come home from work after a long day, and for me it's like midnight, and you want to play some World of Warships and get some nice clips, get some nice gameplay. This is the absolute last thing you want to come home to. So if you are watching this, I'm not dogging on these specific players. Just please God, do not play like this. If you noticed, and I didn't realize this until about halfway through the game, that we have a triple Fletcher division on our team. And the reason why I was asking for that Fletcher on our side of the flank, on the A side, to come over is because you have to have destroyers play the outsides of the map, especially if there's caps there. What I've come to realize is that all 3 of these DDs are in the same coordinate, and not even in the same sector. They are literally within spitting distance of each other, all 3 of them. And so what does that do? That leaves both flanks out to dry. It leaves the other destroyers basically free reign to do whatever they want. And it creates a spot where all 3 of those DDs are firing from one specific angle. It basically means that whoever they're shooting at, they can basically angle in and just minimize the damage as much as possible. It's bad enough when a ship can do that against you 1v1, but it's bad enough when you have 3 of your teammates, especially destroyers, doing the same thing. And I was so frustrated during this match. I can understand triple Fletcher division, gunboats, you want to smoke up and just hammer people. I get that. I totally get that. But if you're going to do that, at least dominate what you're doing. If you're gonna do something meme-worthy, you gotta win. You gotta win hard. So basically, as you're going to see, and as I'm going to be pointing out throughout this game, is you're gonna see them shoot at battleships, and again, I'm just sitting here like, what is going on? What is happening? And this is where I realize, like, are these guys AFK? And then I'm like, oh no. They're actually all playing, and they're actually all shooting at the same target in the same smoke screen at B, getting no spots. The enemy DD is literally in decap right now, 3 feet away from them. I've seen this before, but it hasn't really happened to me, and it just blew my mind. Like, this is not, please do not do this. If you're going to do that, do it in strategic places, and also take care of the DDs first. If the enemy team has no DDs, it is open season. You can farm whatever battleship you want, for the most part, unless there needs to be caps or whatever. But if you're going to farm a target, farm the right target. Don't spend 5 minutes spamming one battleship with whatever. And as you see here, I am super far out of position, but we have no destroyer help. There is a Fletcher and a Khabarovsk, a Sinop, and a Cleveland that I do not want to push in by myself, so I will not be doing that. And I really hate playing Alaska like this. But sometimes you're forced to play in the shitty. I apologize. The shitty situations. It's just late, and God, this just I saw this happening, and it just kept going on, and I was like, this can't be happening. So Fletcher, 40 miles away, I still take the shot because someone is gonna have to get these kills. Damage is going to have to be done against these DDs, or just nothing's gonna happen. We actually hit him there for about what is that? One shell hit for about 1500. Decent at that range. Any damage versus a DD is good. So now what I'm trying to do here is I'm kind of stuck. There's a Cleveland. He's coming in. I laid the AP because if I can at least kill that guy, I'm not going to do significant damage to the Synop. These the Fletchers have rotated. They have killed the DD. Thank God. 3 Fletchers have killed 1 DD within spitting distance of them. So that's something, at least. But now they're all smoked up, farming 1 Bismarck, and basically where the back spawn is. So I'm trying to take the best shots that I can against this Cleveland. If we can kill this guy, we can at least get something on this flank going. And I might even consider turning in towards this Synop. Now that's really not something I want to do, because unless the Synop shows broadside, it's going to be a somewhat painful kind of chip away at this guy. And I kind of want to get behind my team. I kind of don't want to go by myself here. And if we're going to have 3 DDs in one spot, we might as well overload that side. So it was about here that I realized that, no one's shooting at me, but what is my range? My range in the Alaska is about 17.6. So for me, the Yamato and the Jean Bar are out of range. But Yamato has at least 20 kilometers. You can definitely get it over 20. As I'm about to sneeze here. Oh man. That's just my body rejecting this game here. You see me peer over to that Yamato, I'm like, where are his guns at? I'm presenting a fantastic broadside to 2 battleships that would probably love to delete me because they don't have any better targets right now. And as soon as I look back over to the John Bart, what does he do? He smacks me. I got super lucky there. Very lucky indeed. And again, what do we see? We have at least the Fletcher division is in the cap, getting the cap. But they're all shooting the same target. A bow in John Bart. They have no angles against this guy. Fletcher DPM can be actually pretty insane against a broadside target. If all 3 of those guys were shooting at different angles, shooting torps at a different angle, they would be so much more effective. Fletcher AP against any sort of broadside, aside from destroyers, because you're going to overpin, unless it's a Khabarovsk. You can be so much more productive with what they're trying to do here. They end up spending, I think it's the next 3 minutes trying to farm this Jean Bart down. He even goes undetected, and they still try to kill this guy. I mean, they just start blind fire, and they're all the time. We have a Bismarck and B-Cap trying his absolute hardest to do something with just the absolute liability of a third of our team. I'm taking every shot that I can against these DDs because I know well and good that nothing is probably going to happen to them if I don't do something. Missed the Fletcher shot. That's unfortunate. Keeping my eyes on a swivel because I know that Yamato is across from me. I'm presenting him a pretty nice broadside. And I'm also presenting a broadside to the Jean Bart, who again takes another shot at me. That's something to pay attention to, even though some Murphy's laws of combat don't really apply in warships sometimes. If the enemy's in range, so are you. A lot of times, if the enemy's out of range, just assume that you're still in range. If you're spotted and there are battleships, take a gander, look at where their turrets are going. You're probably in range, and they're probably going to want to shoot you. So, decide to angle in. I don't want to kite away anymore. Kind of solidified in this little spot here. Sinop is not focusing me, so I want to get all my guns. We have to kill this guy because Sinop is the one that is creating the crossfire for our team, against our team here. If he can swing out more to his right, I cannot angle to anybody. Obviously, I can't angle towards the Yamato, but the biggest thing about the Yamato is while it can overmatch a lot of things, its dispersion can be very trolly. So, as you see me pick this next fight in the next minute or so, finishing off the Sinop, that's huge. Now most of our targets are within a, I would say, like a 45-degree angle. I can effectively angle to both battleships, dodge and weave, and present a very small target. I can angle towards Jean-Bot if I want to. So, with all of our DDs still farming the same spot at a undetected Jean-Bart, he pops up again there, I realized that the Yamato, who can overmatch me and who can absolutely smack me, is very low health. And again, what I said, yes, he could smack me, but only if he hits me. If you present a very small target, the enemy dispersion has to be really, really good. And again, he misses all of his shots. That gives me at least 2 more salvos, and if you, well, at least 1. We get a fire, that's really all we need. I'm taking a chance here and risking my life. As you see, the enemy Khabarovsk is actually up at the top right. He is devastating our Fletchers. And the guy actually messaged me after. He said, GG, I'll watch your videos. I was like, GG, thank you so much for just erasing those Fletchers. They are losing a 3v1 versus a Khabarovsk who had half health. If that gives you any sort of idea of how this match has went. The third Fletcher goes down. Got a Kraken unleashed. I don't know how. This game is still very, very close. Very, very close. Taking some pot shots. I know that the Khabarovsk is basically one shot if I get maybe 1 or 2 hits on him. And our Yamato is very low health, which is not good. If the Khabarovsk gets a broadside against the Yamato, he can definitely kill that guy with AP before the Yamato even has his guns turned. So, instead of wasting my time trying to go for to protect the Yamato, I am closest to B, so I'm going to get in the cap. We do have a points lead. We do have 2 caps of the same. Yamato is going to contest, so if we ever needed anything, we would cap B before they got C, and then I would probably go on to the A cap, not gonna lie. Or I probably would have turned and tried to contest. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm taking blind shots here. Cabral shows himself. He is trying to whittle down that Yamato. We take just enough lead, and before this game ends, guys, please, 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 if you're gonna play those divisions, focus the right targets. We get the Khabarovsk 6 kills, the dumbest way possible. What a terrible but great game, and that was a fine way to finish my night, I'll say that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, it means the world to me, and I promise you I would love to be giving you guys more videos. I'm going to try my hardest, and that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and y'all have a nice one. Peace.